All right, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the steel capital of the world, Pittsburgh, PA, at Heinz Field. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Cincinnati Bengals and the Pittsburgh Steelers. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final two bring us as we're off in Week 9? And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. First and 10. Brock, he drops it off for Bernard. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. The loss of 3 on that first down pass play. Now second and 13. Looking to throw. Brock, he's going to sling this deep. He's got a man. Complete. And they finally get him, but not before he reaches the 33-yard line. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's first and 10 just outside the 30. On first down, this is Ivory. An agile move and a nice gain, then dropped at the 25-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short. Now a first carry for Giovanni Bernard. And he stopped immediately there. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. He makes a wonderful play there off the corner, protecting his side of the field.
Oh, that reminds me of the great defenses of old, doesn't it? The Pittsburgh Steelers, steel curtain. They would not let you get on the field if you could only do one thing. You had to be a complete guy, and you had to be able to tackle.
Now, I know I've said this before, but you know I wasn't alive when the steel curtain was playing. I know them, but I just want to let you know I wasn't alive.
I'm going to keep peppering that in there, and one of these days you're going to think that you were.
Hurry up, here we go. 3-19. 3-19.
And prior to this 3rd and 2 play, we're going to get a timeout called. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They run with their short yardage man, Ivory. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. He needed 2, he got 1, and that's going to leave him with 4th down and a yard. And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. Needing the top yards, they run it with their fullback. And he is not going anywhere. They stop him for no gain. He needed a yard. He didn't get anything. And this crowd into it early. Their guys stand tall on the opening drive of the football game. throwing on first down. Gonzalez. That's complete over the middle to Anderson. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. 7 yards to pick up on the pitch and catch. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving. Now a carry for the former Michigan State man, Le'Veon Bell. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. Tackle was made by Joel Iyiegbuniwe.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
To throw on second down, Gonzalez, and this is incomplete.
I think we'll see more of them trying to get him the football out of the backfield. They love what he can do in open space, and they believe that he creates mismatches they can exploit.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. To throw is Gonzalez, operating from the gun. Open man, Smith-Schuster, it's complete. And he gets it down to the 48, enough for the first. His first catch, good for 8 and a first down.
But we're used to seeing the guy that you consider the #1 receiver double covered. But how about this guy? He's double covered and finds a way to make the play for a first down.
That's how you increase your Madden rating, right?
No doubt about that at all. And you know something? I think we'll hear about that from him soon.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Gonzalez, off play action. Going top shelf for Smith-Schuster. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up 3rd.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Gonzalez now to throw on 3rd down. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. The passing game in rhythm right now for Pittsburgh. There's another first down. They go play action here on first down. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. Jordan Willis in there to sack him, and that is 10 for him now on the year. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. They'll pitch it out to Bell. And not much running room. Down to the 32. He'll get 3, but it leaves him with a big hole here on 3rd and very long.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing him further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
This offense 2 for 2 on third downs on this drive. They're in for a tough task here, though. Third and long. And now some motion before the snap. And this will be our first penalty of the night's proceedings. So the false start certainly doesn't help matters as they'll try again now. Third and long.
All right, now lucky 56. Lucky 56.
And they'll run it here. Give him 9 on the carry, but it's not enough. And it'll be fourth down.
Nice job there defensively on third down. Not only did they string the play out, but they didn't allow any room for a cutback. Really well organized on the defensive side.
And Butker able to put this one through. And the Steelers will jump out to a 3-zip lead. A dozen plays on that drive that ends with the field goal.
Let's go ahead and break out some of the old chestnuts here, right, partner? Keep the ball in front, rally to it, and make the tackle. Right? No big plays given up. No balls over your head. Bend, don't break.
Hold on. Chestnuts?
You like
Come
that
on.
one?
What does that mean, break out? Just because you break chestnuts?
I'm not sure about that, but I'm just going with why they said that. I have no idea.
Now a play fake here on first down. Going deep downfield for Ross. And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, second down.
Well, partner, I guess that answers the question about whether they're going to sit on it or not.
It does. Now we'll see if they try that again.
Yeah, I think what we find on plays like that, when you take that shot, if you're unsuccessful, then you go way more conservative to finish the half, you know? I think that's the way they'll go.
On second down, Ivory. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. Pretty good running there, 9 yards. Sets up a 3rd and 1.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing.
Third down, here's Ivory. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll give it up to Ivory. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Jamal Sheard on the stop. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Looking to throw on second down. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going to go down. These strong safeties, some people may not realize it. It's really like an extra linebacker, right?
It really is, because they're hybrids. Half linebacker, half defensive back. The linebacker in him on that play emerged.
Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Block. He's got his man, Boyd. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one goes for 24 yards. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 46.
Detroit! Gun!
Back to throw. Brock. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Picked off by Ryan Shazier. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10.
Back there in that Philly. Here we go.
And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down. His first carry of their second drive, pretty solid. And, of course, remember back to their first drive, really strong throughout that one.
Not only is he getting good blocking up front, but how about his vision to find the holes? And he's seeing things before they even open and hurdling through them.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Here we go. Check. Fresno.
And they'll go on the ground. Takes to midfield, but no further. Just a yard there.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Dancing to his left. He may try and run for this. A Steeler first down on a pickup of 11 yards.
Someone knew exactly where he needed to get to pick up that first down. Now, I'm not so sure about the technique in getting there, but he went for it, and he got it.
Exactly. He knew where he needed to get, because remember, if he slides, when that derriere dips, if you will, that play's over.
The derriere dips, I like that one.
Yeah, been working on it for a little bit. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. It was Jordan Evans making the play defensively.
Lucky 56. Watch him now, Barney.
On second down, it's Bell. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first.
That outside handoff to the left, that play has to warm the heart of an offensive line coach, because they controlled the left side where they were supposed to. But they didn't allow anything to leak from the backside on the right side of the offensive line either. Well played.
Yeah, and it created a big run. If there was one area that the coach emphasized in our pregame meeting, it was red zone offense.
In a sense I got from it, and I think you did as well, they weren't real happy with how they were executing previously, so they put a lot of time and effort into it, because getting points is paramount. Doesn't matter what you do otherwise, don't leave the red zone without putting points on the board.
It'll be a gain of 6, and it'll make it second down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on second down.
Watch him now, Barney.
And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. And the Steelers on 3rd down. They've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 4.
All right, now, lucky 56.
They'll run it now out of the gun. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave them with a 4th down. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. And trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
And the kick by Butker is good. And that will make it 6-0. So scores on their first 2 possessions, but 6-0, so field goals probably not what they were hoping for.
Yeah, you're exactly right about that. Not what they were hoping for, but they should be happy that they have points on the board. It almost feels like that old slow and steady wins the race, doesn't it? In this case, though, they want to be slow and steady now, but get explosive later and put the points up on the board.
And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. Now the Cincinnati offense ready to see what they can do here. And still a lot of football to be played in this season. We're only in November. A lot can happen between now and January. But if it ended today, they would just be on the outside of the playoff picture looking in. So a lot to fight for.
Yeah, and wasn't it interesting in our meeting with the coaching staff that they all made sure to let us know, we know where we are right now, but the playoffs don't start tomorrow. We still got some time, and they plan on putting it together, formulating a streak, get the whole month of December still left to play. They think they can get in.
And they made it very obvious to us that there's no playoff talk in the locker room right now. It's win this game and look to next week.
Excellent focus.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. From the gun, Brock, they'll roll him out right. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted, thrown back across his body. Picked off by Ryan Shazier. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage, but instead he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
Lucky 56.
Gonzalez on first down. They're looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. It'll be a gain of 17 at a Pittsburgh first. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Two minutes remain here in the first half. Back to Heinz Field after this.
Gun! Leopard! Over!
And on the ground they go with the running back. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Detroit! Hey, we got four now. Gun!
Here's Gonzalez looking to throw on second down. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. They'll get nothing out of that one, and it's going to lead to a third down. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here, as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. A third field goal of the first half, not what they're looking for as they come up on third down.
Mike's 50. Watch him now, Barney. All right, now, lucky 56. Gun!
To throw is Gonzalez on third down. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
So not sure how they feel about that. They had golden field position to start the drive after the fumble recovery, but they went backward and then got 3.
Well, let's go from gold to silver, because the silver lining is they got the 3, right? You were talking about the golden field position. They didn't take advantage of it. That has to feel like a letdown.
You always stand ready to pounce. Always. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily that you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35.
Here we go. 3-19.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Brock. Pressure comes, and the Steelers take him down.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback 3rd and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you do in a big way. And what else do you have to look out for? More pressure coming at you because it seems to be working pretty well.
Now, the Bengals on 3rd down. They've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 17. They give it to Ivory. Across the 30 to the 31-yard line. And the Steelers signal for another timeout, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. So on 4th down, here's Ryan Quigley now to kick this one away. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback. And now out come the Steelers. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that can change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Mike 50, Mike 50.
Watch it now, Barney. Barney. Hot. Hot.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And nice yardage right off the bat here as he's up to about the 24-yard line. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on 1st down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
Throwing middle, and it's complete. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Gonzalez now on 1st and 10. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. A Steeler 1st down on a pickup of 11 yards.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Now Gonzalez throwing on 1st down. Looking left side, and it's complete. He's got this to the 30 before being taken down. And with 1 second left, they get the timeout, and they'll have a chance to kick the field goal before intermission. And Butker able to put this one through. So we come upon halftime in what's a 12-point game at the break, as we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, Zerline out now to kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Steeler offense now with a football first here to begin the 3rd quarter. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 32. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
To throw on second down. Brock, and that one got tipped. Got to throw everything off. It brings up third. The turnover put them in great field position. They don't want to squander it with third down coming up.
No, not at all, and you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
To throw on third down. Brock. And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off by Casey Hayward. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Thought they had something going there to break that goose egg here in the second half, but to no avail.
Hope was alive until that interception. What a terrific play, taking the ball away after it looked like they were starting a drive.
And now that shutout still standing. You know that's something those defensive guys hold a lot of pride on, too.
No doubt about it. They're excited about where they are in this game.
And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
There are so many things to watch for when you play defense. And reading your keys, you always hear about that, and having your eyes in the right place. Sometimes your eyes can fool you. How about that play action there? It sprang the big guy, didn't it?
Able to dump it over the top to him.
No, check, Patriot! Detroit! All right, now, lucky 56.
On first down, Gonzalez. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. The passing game in rhythm right now for Pittsburgh. There's another first down.
Well, for teams that like to play man coverage, running corner routes can be tough on them because of the ability of getting into it. Sometimes you're squaring it off. Sometimes you're just rounding it. Sometimes there's a fake. Sometimes there's not. That makes it very, very difficult for a DB to stay with it.
And he'll be brought down at about the 42. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
No, check, Patriot! Check. Over!
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
Trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. On 1st and 10, Gonzalez. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Deron Harmon. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they're throwing an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going down. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Throwing on third and long. Brock points the target, and he has it over the middle. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A gain of 32 that time. Well, even after all those interceptions, he's not deterred, still confident to go deep at work there.
I think all the old rules about playing that position still apply. If things go wrong, you still act like you're the best player out on the field. You still carry that supreme arrogance with you and continue to fire the ball. I've seen guys have games like this, and this is where you find out if you're great or not. Can you overcome some interceptions and still lead your team to victory?
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. They'll run with Ivory. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. 10 yards there on a Bengal first.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
Back to the ground on first down. Again, Ivory. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
All right, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90. Detroit. Detroit.
Looking to throw on second down. Brock. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. That one good for the completion percentage, but no gain. It'll be third down.
Well, the stats that matter on this play don't help a team very much unless, of course, you're playing defense.
If you're getting points per reception, you got a reception, but no yardage. Great job by the defense, though. They read through that one.
They read through it, gave up no yardage, and people got credit for tackles. Pretty good deal.
Oh, he almost intercepted it. They're just forcing it into too many tough spots. That was almost a 4th pick of the game. And now 4th down. On now is the big leg of Greg Zuerlein. He has hit from as far as 61 away in his career. They'll spot it at the 47, so call it a 57-yard attempt. And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted. But I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yeah.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason.
All right, now, look at 56.
And they'll go with the ground attack here. And he'll wind up with about 6 up past the 30 to the 31.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Accelerating, and off he goes. He's at the 30, 10, and into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. A great play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Steelers are going to add on to their lead. And now the Steeler offense staying out there, and they'll go for 2. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And he will get into the end zone to bump the lead up to 3 scores. Butker now to kick this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. Now, the first play of the drive there is incomplete. From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. Carry number 10 now for Ivory. And he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
Following the penalty, it's Ivory. And he'll get this one across mid.